Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to tap that subscribe button before you walk out that door. Join our family. We would love to have you. If you're already a part of our soul family, thank you so much for being here. You are loved and appreciated. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today from the ancestors. Please keep in mind that this is a collective message, which means that everything will not fit for everybody. If this message does not fit for you, please do not force it to fit. You have the option to browse through some of my other videos to see if you can find another message that fits you better, or you can book a personal reading with me down below at the link in the description box. These messages are done via Zoom. And I'll be looking into your personal situation and the energies surrounding you, okay? If this message does fit for you, please don't forget to tap that like button, show some love, help this message get out to other people who may need to hear it as well. By engaging with this video, you will also be inserting your energy, which helps me be able to pick up on your energy so I can read you more thoroughly and efficiently, okay? So I've already cleansed the energy of my surrounding areas, and all negative energies and monitoring spirits are being returned to sender where they belong. So without further ado, family, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people. We're starting this reading off with the Fool card upright, the Sun card upright, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Justice card upright. And so with this Fool card here, many of you are learning to let go. Many of you are learning to take a leap of faith, and you're taking a leap of faith right into this incredible new beginning, especially with the Sun card here upright. So for some of you, you are becoming more comfortable with trusting the universe, trusting your ancestors, because you realize that you're being divinely guided. And we spoke about this the other day. You are realizing the signs. You are starting to tap more into your spirituality, and you're learning more about your true culture, your self-identity that has been snatched from you. And so with this learning, you're like, oh, okay, it might be okay for me to kind of like let go and relax and trust that I'm being divinely guided. Now, when I say relax, I don't mean just like do nothing and expect them to do everything for you. And obviously that's not the case for some of you, but some of you, you may be a little bit too relaxed, but like you're learning like, okay, I can kind of just trust the universe and do my part and know that the ancestors, my spirit team, they will do their part as well. So you're taking this leap of faith. And with this leap of faith, again, you are leaning into the Sun card, which represents wealth, success, abundance, prosperity, but in all aspects, not just materially. Is that a word? Not just materialistically, okay? So now the thing about this Fool card, okay, and be careful with this, because remember I talked about being a little bit too relaxed. Many of you, this could include carelessness, right? Like you're just doing things like, and I feel like this is for like your lower self battling your higher self. Like you're just doing things because you're like, okay, well, I'm good. Like I ain't got to worry about nothing. And it's like, yeah, you are good, but remember, you have to do your part. So don't lose sight of that, okay? Because the Fool card could also represent excessiveness. So like doing too much, you know? It could also represent foolishness, of course. It could represent a lack of commitment. It could represent like this kind of like innocence, right? Where it's like you don't even realize what you're doing because you're just like, you got too comfortable. So remember, and I said this the other day, don't get to a point of complacency, okay? Continue to do what you have to do. Continue to do your part and you will be guided. Now, I wanted to clarify the Fool card, and they gave me the Seven of Swords in reverse to clarify. The Seven of Swords speaks of putting an end to lies and deception. So, as I said before, a lot of you are learning the truth about your spirituality. You're learning the truth about what life really is or what life is supposed to be. And so you are moving accordingly. A lot of you are really doing the work. You're meditating, you're journaling, you've been going to therapy, you've booked me for life coaching services, you've been working on finding different outlets, you've been finding ways to cope, healthier ways to cope. And I feel like for a lot of you, you took the ancestors' advice from that reading on Friday. If you didn't go and listen to that reading, please make sure that you listen to it, because that reading was so clear and concise, and they spoke about finding healthier ways to cope with everything that's going on. And so, yeah, a lot of you took their advice, and instead of going out and drinking this weekend or smoking too much and, you know, doing all of these things that you've been doing to cope, you found healthier ways. Some of you stayed in, you did your full moon rituals, you did some journaling, you did some meditating. And I feel like the ancestors are very proud of you, clearly, because now you got the sun card here. And so a lot of you are being rewarded for that, okay? If you guys fell victim to temptation and you still went out this weekend and got crazy drunk, crazy high, and spent too much money, ate all this food that you knew that you weren't supposed to eat, it's okay. You still have the opportunity to get it together, okay? It's never too late to undo what you've done. Okay? You can make those changes moving forward. Now, I feel like, again, with this Seven of Swords here upright, with many of you, Seven of Swords in reverse. For many of you, it's like the lies and deception is, the ending of these lies and deception represents the ending of you lying and deceiving yourself. Many of you have been trying to convince yourself that what you're doing is right. You know, how you've been coping, your unhealthy coping mechanisms is okay. And so you're facing the facts. You're like, no, this shit is not okay. I need to change my ways because I genuinely want to become the better version of myself. Okay. And so also with the Seven of Swords, in reverse, it represents some type of truth coming to light. So for some of you, aside from the two other things we discussed, I feel like you may have some truth coming to light about a relationship or a connection or a job, something that you're involved in. And this is not going to fit for everybody, okay? But this is for a small percentage of you. Okay, I'm seeing like 13% of you. You will be learning the truth about some type of situation that will change the trajectory of that connection and your whole entire life for that matter. Okay. And for some of you, you are speaking the truth about something that you may have lied about before. So again, when we talk about doing better, right, and changing certain qualities for the better, it's like some of you have not only been lying to yourself, but you've been lying to the people around you. And so you want to correct that. All right. Now, moving forward, like I said, with the Sun card, material wealth, but also spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, mental wealth, wealth in all aspects. So all resources coming to you, happiness, joy, and peace. You guys have been looking for peace for a long time. And for a long time, many of you have used substances to try to find peace, but you're realizing that this shit don't really bring me peace. So now I have to find another route towards peace, and you're getting there. You're on your way there with this Sun card, okay? So we also have this Eight of Swords in reverse. Let's talk about what this Eight of Swords represents. So coming out of what you've come out of, okay, the stress, the trauma, everything that you've endured your whole entire life as a chosen one, to pull the Eight of Swords in reverse is fantastic, okay? Because the Eight of Swords represents letting go of your worries and your concerns, overcoming challenges. And you're doing this all on your own. So not on your own because, yeah, you have a support system. You have me, you know, but like on your own, as in not using and external substance to help you. Like many of you are still using substances such as like herbs, healing herbs and crystals and candles, things like that. I don't even know if those can be considered substances, but those are healthy substances. So you're not using the alcohol, you're not depending on the weed, you're not depending on the coke, you're not depending on the Xanax, you're not depending on the lean, you're not depending on sex, you're not depending on shopping. You're like, yo, I got this. Like I can find healthy ways to cope. And you're doing that with this Eight of Swords being in reverse, okay? And for many of you, you're letting go of worries and concerns about your relationship. Like some of you have developed trust issues from your childhood and also like your adolescence, being in other unhealthy, toxic relationships. And so you're releasing that so that your love life can thrive. For those of you that are interested in love, okay, or currently in love. And so, also in like the finance sector, like you're finding solutions to your financial challenges with this Eight of Swords in reverse. Like you're not struggling anymore. You're starting to act on your ideas, and that's bringing you financial wealth. For some of you, you've been getting ideas for years, right? Because like you've been trying to manifest wealth, and so your ancestors are putting ideas in your mind, like, okay, you want wealth, here, do this, open up this business, invest in this. And you've been like thinking about these things for a very long time, but you haven't acted on it. And so now you're like, oh shit, that's why I'm getting these ideas, because I've been asking for wealth and these are ways to wealth. So yeah, like you're just improving in all aspects. And with the Justice card being here upright, it's like this was destined, okay? The reason why this was destined is because you've already agreed to do the work. So even in times where you felt like you were going downhill and you were doing things that you may not be so proud of, right? Spiritually, like your soul knew that you would get to this point where you start to take things more seriously. You start to take life more seriously, and you begin to put the work in. And so with this Justice here, you earned this. This is your reward. You are being rewarded. Okay. The Justice card upright indicates that fair decisions will be made. You will be paying for everything that you've done. So for some of you, it's like before you get to a place of reaping rewards, you may have to pay for some karmic debt. Okay, that's just how it is. So you may go through some turbulence, but keep your head up high and accept accountability. That's the biggest thing. Like, you know what? I may have deserved that. Find a way through it. Just keep going, because it's not going to last forever. You're just paying for things that you've done, whether it be in this lifetime or past life. Okay? And for others of you, you've been paying your whole entire life. And so now that debt is paid, and so you can reap rewards and your path is clear. The blockages have been removed. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Cups here, upright. With this Page of Cups, a lot of you are embodying this youthful energy. And like, I love you guys so much. You guys are just on point. You are taking these readings seriously, because we spoke about this weeks ago. We spoke about tapping into your childhood, right? Tapping into your inner child and healing your inner child and doing things that make you feel good, healthy things that make you feel good. So a lot of you have been doing that. You have also been exploring your emotions. So you're tapping into your emotions and you're like, okay, well, why do I feel this way? Why am I so triggered? And then you're like, oh, that time when I was 14 years old, XYZ happened. So that's why I'm feeling. And so you're healing that, and for a lot of you, like, this is bringing new bouts of creativity. Like, this is bringing creative ideas to you just by you tapping into your childhood. Think about when you're a child, right? And you're sitting there on the floor and you're playing with your blocks, your Legos, you're playing with your Play-Doh, or you're outside. If you guys grew up in the cold, like you're in the snow playing and you're building something, that's what I'm seeing. Like, you are tapping into this creative energy and you're bringing all these ideas. And that's why you got the sun card here, because you're like, okay, I'm going to build on this. I'm going to actually execute these ideas. And I'm so excited. Like, I feel like a lot of you, like, you're high energy this week. You're high energy this week. So a lot of you might be going like jogging, you're going to the gym, you're doing yoga, you're being productive, and like you're just feeling really, really good. Like you're feeling better than you felt in a really long time. Wow, that's dope. That's dope. So the Page of Cups also represents innocence, okay? And it's funny because we spoke about that innocence with the Fool card. Upright, and it makes sense if you're tapping into your inner child. There's this innocence where you're exploring things, and you're I'm hearing like trial and error. You're exploring things, you're making mistakes, but you're correcting it, and you're not taking those mistakes personal. You're giving yourself grace, which is so powerful. And so you're being gentle with yourself. A lot of you are daydreaming, and a lot of you are like cuddling up close to your partner. Like if you're dating or in a relationship, like you're getting closer to your partner and your partner's liking it. They're like, well, what is this? And they don't realize like you've been exploring your emotions. So all of the things that kind of kept you and your partner disconnected because it was like emotional wounds from your childhood, being that you're healing it, you are growing closer to your partner, which is taking your relationship to another level. That's what's up, collective. I love that for you. I love that for you. So let's see what card they'll give us to close this reading. And then I'm also going to talk about some synchronicities and some downloads that I got last night while I was like half asleep, half awake. Okay. Ancestors, please give me a card to close this reading. Ooh, the Three of Coins. Wow. Y'all are just on a roll. This Three of Coins, or also known as the Three of Pentacles, okay? But it's a Three of Coins in the deck that I'm using. Upright, it talks about your skills. It talks about self-employment, okay? It talks about, again, creativity, your unique skills and your unique capabilities is going to be bringing you financial abundance. Many of you are building something. You are building your empire with this newfound confidence and this newfound these newfound skills that you have developed. Okay. And so now is your opportunity to showcase your unique capabilities and let the world know who you really are. And the world will begin to love you. Like a lot of you have been introverted for a long time, and now you're stepping out and you're like, yeah, this is me. And everyone's like clapping like, woo. And they love you. They love what you're bringing to the table. And in return, it's bringing you money. People are patronizing you. Like they're paying you for your skills and your abilities. Okay. And so not only are you being paid, you're helping the world. Like it's like, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. You're helping to heal the world. You're fulfilling your purpose, and you're making money or gaining resources doing it. And when I say gaining resources, like some of you may be getting shit for free, like, free land. Maybe you inherited land, or I don't know, like free housing, free travel expenses. People may be paying you to come and speak or paying you to come and show up. And so you're getting free expenses, free room and board, free food. Like, so yeah. When I say resources, it doesn't necessarily have to just be money. It can just be anything that's beneficial to you and your family. Okay. And so the Three of Coins is an amazing card to pull. Okay. Now let's jump into these downloads that I got last night. Okay. So some of you are Cherokee. You have a Cherokee background. Your ancestors had a Cherokee background, and they are the ones that are delivering this message to you today. That's your Cherokee side. That's for some of you, okay? For some of you, your lack of communication is ruining your connection. So they want you to open up more and speak what you need and want, okay? Some of you have inherited a farm or will be inheriting a farm from your Cherokee side. If it's not from a Cherokee side, then you're just inheriting a farm, or you're purchasing a farm, or you're starting a farm, you're learning how to farm. For some of you, your ancestors want you to put more pictures on your altar. Okay. They want you to put pictures up on your altar because some of you don't have any at all. For some of you, it's something about the side of the road. Like maybe you left your car at the side of the road, or maybe something will happen like with you while you're driving. Make sure that you pull to the side of the road. Something about the side of the road, like they wouldn't tell me more about that, but take it how it resonates, okay? For many of you, if you don't want to have children, make sure that you're having protected sex. And for others of you, you're already pregnant. Congratulations. For some of you, your medication is causing you to be sick mentally and physically. Okay. So start finding herbal alternatives. For some of you, they want you to challenge yourself to stop smoking and take breaks drinking in order to be rewarded. All right. These names could either be yours or it could be the name of ancestors coming through. We got Annetta, Annie, Andrew, Araminta, Arnold, Beth, Bethany, Beryl, Bertha, Colette or Coletta, Corinne, Corintha, Karen, Louis or Luis, Lavetta. Some of you are also related to Toussaint Louverture, one of the leaders of the Haitian Revolution. And so he's coming through to let you know that you got his blood and you got to act, you have to move accordingly, okay? You're supposed to be making revolutionary changes for your community. And many of you are revolutionaries. You just may not know it yet, but you're starting to tap into that energy with how you're moving, okay? Some of you may have ancestors that were reverends or pastors. Also, we got the name David here, Davida, Davido, Darlene, Diana, or Diane. And some of you were either there or had ancestors that were there mining blood diamonds in Sierra Leone. Okay? All right, family, that's all I have for you today. I have a client right now, but if you guys enjoyed this message and if it resonated, please don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. You can book a personal reading with me down below at the link in the description box. And you could also book a life coaching consultation with me. I am a master certified life coach, and I can help you navigate through all these changes and help you change your mindset, okay? So that link is also down below in the description box. Please follow me on all platforms. Sending you guys so much love and healing energy. Until next time, family, peace and oneness.